Good evening, model railroad fans, and welcome. I just want to go over this set that I happened to get at the Amherst Model Railroad Show in Springfield. And I happened to pick this up for, say, if I remember the numbers correctly, for about $90. Okay, so it is secondhand. And I was actually looking for a set of cars that would match with my 1030 steam engine, Belgian steam engine. And I was looking around some suitable passenger cars for that unit. And I do happen to have some LS models, F Series CIWL cars, but that's an international train for going to London via, it was called a night ferry. So, but I wanted something that was more towards Belgium, and Marklin came out with this set and paired it up with that engine. Now, actually, Marklin did make a remake of this set, and it is like $300+ compared to this. Now, why is the difference? Well, this is the 43530, okay, which does not, I repeat, does not have the light set. However, you can get the light set as you need them, and actually, here's the light set. And this is the light set that'll go with it. So this was actually given to me. They didn't see no use for it. So the person that had this, and this is the 73150. This is the light set for it. So I've got one, and I've got to get 3 more. So even when I have to purchase them, I'm still way under the price for the new set that's coming out. Also, even on top of that, I have to buy the current conducting couplers. Now, this one does have the rigid drawbar that goes with it, but I want the loop coupler that goes with it. I mean, to replace it with the loop coupler. That's what I want to do. So even when I have to buy the loop couplers, I'm still way under the what the new one is being made for. Once I have this done, maybe I will try to get the extension car. There's a 2-car set out there which also has the light set, so I'm willing to spend a little money to get those with the light sets in them, and hopefully I'll hook it up with this and everything will run fine. But let's open this up and see what we got here. Okay, and I haven't had the time to look at this. So it was advertised that it was secondhand, and the box was in great shape. Okay, the styrofoam looks good. So let's take this out. So we'll start with this car. Okay, it comes out pretty easily. Let's check it out. And it looks like it has the plate here for current. Wheels look good. It looks like it hasn't even been ran. One thing I noticed though is that we have Roco close couplers on here. So I noticed that, and what I'd have to do in a sense is to run it with my Series 1030 Belgian steam engine. I either have to do one of two things: either replace maybe one of these, or replace the loop coupler, the close coupler, Marklin close coupler on the tender. So, but what I'm gonna do is actually going to replace all the Roco close couplers with the loop coupler. So the problem with the Roco close couplers is that if you have any type of dip in the track, which I don't, but if I decide to go somewhere else and run these, any type of vertical deviations in the track, it'll uncouple, and I've seen that happen, and it's a pain. So I'm going to replace them with this right here, with this. Of course, they make a more updated version, but this should be good enough. So I'm going to do that. So so this car looks very good. Like I said, I didn't see any running time on this at all. He must have ran it because he did change a coupler, but the wheels look like it hasn't. Probably has less than an hour running time on these. So kind of very nice. It has the class on the end of these. So let's get this out. Now these, from what I understand, are to scale. This is the first/second class coach. Okay. One thing that the Belgians do is that they put the right here, if you can see it, get a light here, and so you can see that right there. There's the B for Belgian railroads. They have it on the end of the car. I've noticed that on just about any passenger car they do. So it's right here. So if you're not sure whether it's Belgian or Netherlands, just take a look at the ends of the car and it'll be there. This one looks good. You can see all the bumpers are there. The same thing here. The wheels are next to perfect. Roof lining looks good. So these are all the data board is very good. They're here on both sides. Let's take this one out. Same thing here. Coupler bumpers are all present. Paint is crisp. So far, I'm happy. Let's take the last car out, the combination or combine coach here. Combination second class and baggage coach. And this does happen to have, looks like it has tail lights on this. Whether or not I can get them to go, and probably once I light up the car, it'll glow. So, like I said, I'm planning on putting lighting in this. So I have one light set. Well, let's just put this just down here for now. And then looks like we got a set of instructions. Now, this is a commuter set, type M2. Let's open this up. It tells you how to get it in the body, which is get into it. And there's the interior lighting set right there, 73150. Okay, and tells you what to do. Okay, which that's what this is. Very good. Instructions in good shape. And you also have the other type of diaphragms on here as well. So these are like right here, you get a set of diaphragms. These are these diaphragms. Get one of them out. Let's use this. And one of these, basically what this is compared to this right here, is that this is the one that's collapsed. I mean, collapsed inward. So when you uncouple when you have a car on the end of the train, obviously you don't have diaphragms like this all extended. So it's customary just to have everything collapsed inward. So that would be at the end. So that's one of the things I'm going to do is I'll take probably maybe I'll do the first class coach here, and I'll put that at the front of the train, and then everything this side will be second class, and I'll put a one of those diaphragms here, and I'll put one there. So next thing, I'll go ahead and just demonstrate, if those of you that are not sure, how to replace one of these couplers. Okay, it's one of the things you need to make sure. It's pretty easy, but there's a couple things you're going to have to do. That way you don't break the drawbar and the NEM box. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate that, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm probably going to try to replace the ending diaphragm too. So let's try this out. Okay, so let me get the workbench here, and we'll work on this guy here. All right, so just when you do this, okay, please, one of the things to be mindful is, let me zoom in here. Be mindful to make sure that you take a pair of pliers, okay, and get to the end of this. And actually, since I'm right-handed, I'm gonna go put this on the other side. This here. Take this and just come here at the end and give this a little squeeze like that, and just squeeze and it comes out. And then just take this and just replace it. It should, and if you have to, just come here or squeeze on the other end. A lot of times it just comes in with no problem. If you have a problem there, having difficulty, just grab with the pliers like I do here with the on the drawbar or the NEM box, and just give it a push inward. And that's it, okay? I learned the hard way by just grabbing and pulling it out. I have broken some couplers in the past, so just want to pass that along. So I'm going to go ahead and replace all the loop couplers. I mean, with the Roco couplers, with the loop couplers or the close couplers, and let me go ahead and try to see about replacing the end diaphragm here, because this is going to be the end car. Now, according to instructions, all I really have to do is just pull this out, supposedly, like that. Okay. And then we will take one of these, and you can see the difference here on this one. Has the walking plate or the foot plate is in the up position, where this one has it as well, but it's not, actually it really doesn't. I don't know, that's not the same, but you can see the differences right here. So let's go ahead and put that on there right there. Snap it right in. See here. There it goes. And that's it right there. So, and it's supposed to look like that. Actually, the one end is more inward than the top part, so it's not like it's off. That's the way it's supposed to be. Take another one of those, and you can see it right here as well. And they're a little bit off on the top. So okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do my coupler replacement. Also replace the diaphragm in the one of the other cars, and I will put this on the track behind the 1030 series locomotive and see how this looks. Okay, and then later on, once I get the light sets, I'm going to go ahead and retrofit these cars and maybe try to get the updated, the two extra cars that were produced at a later time. and they would have the light sets in them. So I'm willing to spend a little bit of money just to get that. So anyway, so let me go ahead and get this work done, and then I will put this on the layout. We'll start the video there and see how good this looks. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, and we're back. So let's go ahead and rail these passenger cars up. And here's my 1030 ready to go. So let's see how this works out. We'll go ahead and work, I guess, backwards. So let's put the combine car on first. We'll use the railer here. Okay. And let's follow up with one of the second class coaches. Okay. So that's good. We'll go ahead and put the other second class coach. Let's rail that. Oops. Get that in there right. Okay. And last but not least, let's get the first and second class coach on the track. And I've already replaced the one diaphragm on that, as you can plainly see. And let me go ahead, bring that down, couple it up to the engine. Okay, so let's see how this looks. So let's fire the engine up. Okay, let me get power to the track. Give it some light. Okay. Let's go with the sound. Get some smoke. After that comes up, then we got smoke. We'll put the cab light on, and let's blow the whistle. Okay, and let's get in the move. You'll see it coming around on the back right there pretty soon. There it is. You keep it at that speed, make sure it goes at least one lap around the layout without any derailments. So far, so good. Okay. Okay, it seems to be doing good. I'm going to give you a high-speed pass. right, I'm going to go ahead and bring it in. Let's stop it right here. Okay, I think it worked out pretty well. So I'm happy with it. The performance is going quite well with it. No derailments, everything running smoothly. So the next time we'll get the lighting set, maybe get the 2 extra cars or supplemental cars, and maybe elongate the train if we can find those cars at a decent price. All right, so thank you for joining me here with this, and again, I wish you all a good night and happy model railroad.